If you've been around high school sports in Bend for any amount of time, you might have noticed a gentleman on the sideline at football games or in the stands at volleyball, baseball, softball, track meets, hoops, you name it, he's there. He's always there, talking with the coaches and encouraging the players. His name is Ovie Summers. So who is Ovie Summers?
Ovie Summers would be considered, to me, the patron saint of Bend athletics.
Ovie Summers is the walking encyclopedia of sports in the Bend area.
We call Ovie our #1 fan.
Maybe the guardian angel of the players.
He's Bend's own Wikipedia, you know, to put it in modern terms.
Ovie is an institution in high school sports in Bend.
That's who Ovie Summers is. He has free reign on the sidelines at Mountain View, Summit, and Bend high schools. Nobody is going to tell Ovie to move. He studies his roster forms. Coaches seek him out to say hello or maybe to get some advice. And the players? Well, they're not shy about showing the patron saint of Bend athletics some affection. Ovie Summers has been a sports nut for, well, let's put it this way. Way back in the day, he was the team manager for several Bend High sports. Let's go back about 52 years to the graduating class from Bend High School. There he is, Ovie Summers.
I graduated in 1960.
1960, and where in the class were you a graduate?
I was...
You were up there, I heard.
I was 15th.
15th?
Yeah, I was 15th.
Out of how many?
200.
That's impressive.
Yes. I've always been a sports nut. I was a sports nut when it wasn't popular to be a sports nut.
Really?
Yeah.
Before ESPN.
Before ESPN. Before it was cool to be high on sports. I was high on sports.
So what is it about high school athletics that this local sports icon finds so captivating?
There's two things about sports. First of all, you have to have teamwork to play sports. Secondly, I feel like that you have to be able to keep kids busy. The busier kids are, the less chance they have of getting into trouble.
Nobody will argue that point, but Ovie goes to almost every local high school sporting event in every sport.
We see Ovie at almost every contest throughout the year, not just in the fall for football, but he's at soccer games, he's at volleyball matches, he's at basketball and wrestling. Like I said, he's our #1 fan.
You're a fan of the student athletes, not necessarily the programs where they play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. You couldn't have hit the nail on the head harder. I support the kids, not the program.
2 words are used to describe this walking Wikipedia of local high school sports: consistent and positive.
Ovie connects on a different level than a normal fan, how they'll just come and cheer. Ovie finds you. He'll find you after the game and just say, hey, great job. I want to tell you that it was great and that he was watching.
Not every person stands by you when you're, at your lows or your highs. And Ovie's always there. He never really says anything negative. It's always positive, so you can't help but like him. He's always got a good spirit and a good heart, so I think that's why, everybody enjoys him.
It's that positive thing he brings, is like a positive aura he brings to the kids. You're always glad to see him. He knows everybody's names, like I said, their families, their grandparents, their histories. So he's a phenomenal individual.
Not every football player on every team is a star. It takes a lot of worker bees, the average kid who gives his best effort and without whom a program cannot be successful. Well, back at Ovie's alma mater, and remember, he does not play favorites, they decided to honor that kind of player.
Well, we wanted to have an award for that kid, and we thought, who better represents that than Ovie? So we created the Ovie Summers Mr. Football Award.
And by the way, it's only appropriate that Ovie picks the winner for his namesake award. This man is universally loved for his 50-plus years of positive support of local high school athletes. So what does he get back for all that he gives?
Several years ago, we had this young man that played sports. He walked up to me at a baseball game, tears flowing down his face, and said, I want to thank you for supporting me all these years. And he said, it has meant so much to me. Thank you very much. And walked away crying.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel proud, but it also helped me. I expect to do it for another 20 years, which will make me 90.